So now so those chapters were kind of theoretical chapters, I would say. Theoretical मतलब जहाँ पे बहुत कुछ इस काइंड ऑफ स्टोरी कि तुम लोग को सिर्फ पढ़ना है, समझना है कि वो क्या है. Now this chapter, this one and the next one, that is the respiration, is more of conceptual, as in उसमें बहुत सारे साइकिल्स केमिकल रिएक्शंस आएंगे एंड तुम लोग को वो समझना पड़ेगा कि वो क्यों हो रहा है, कैसे हो रहा है, और वो होगा तो आगे क्या उसका इफेक्ट होगा. Okay, so that is why now this particular chapter and even the next chapter for that say are very 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 important, and I hope everyone will be attending all the lectures, because अगर एक भी lecture miss किया so that will be a problem for yourself. So be very attentive at any point. If you feel कि नहीं समझ रहा है, कुछ doubt है, anything, even if if you think it's a stupid and all, nothing like that, कुछ भी होगा, just unmute and ask the question. Okay, so I hope even the screen is visible, and considering that I am moving ahead. One more thing, when it's afternoon time lecture, I expect you all to join at 2:30. Morning hota hai, I understand late and all, okay, but from now onwards if the lecture is in afternoon, at sharp 2:30 we will be starting. Okay, so please note it down. So after that, so I think all of you are now well known about all the instructions which you are supposed to follow in my lectures. So not wasting time. Any doubts, suggestions, clarifications, or any kind of feedback you want to give at the beginning itself, I am open for that. Okay, मुझे कुछ बताना है, कुछ पूछना है, you can just unmute and let me know. Okay, so considering that there is nothing as such from your side, so I'm continuing. Okay, so this is a lecture one. So before starting, because this term photosynthesis, ऐसा नहीं कि हम लोग फर्स्ट टाइम सुन रहे हैं, इट इज समथिंग एकदम आउट ऑफ द वर्ल्ड कुछ तो मैंने बता दिया. नो, हम लोग सब बचपन से पढ़ते आ रहे हैं, सुनते आ रहे हैं. तो टेल मी, व्हाट इज फोटोसिंथेसिस? व्हाट डू यू अंडरस्टैंड बाय फोटोसिंथेसिस? No typical textbook definition as such, but ये तुम्हें समझता है. You can raise your hands and I will ask you a question. Yes, Nikita.
The process by which green plants synthesize their food by using sunlight.
I'm sorry, I could not hear you. Like, बाकी लोग को सुनाई दे रहा है क्या? Can you please let me know? I don't know whether it's problem from my side or. Okay, just give me a minute. Yeah, tell me now whether it's anabolic reaction or catabolic reaction, Pranay. Yes, Pranay. Sharan, what is it? It is anabolic or catabolic?
Anabolic.
Something is wrong. Just give me a minute. laptop, but now I can hear you on very well. Yeah. So I hope you know now what is photosynthesis, and it is an anabolic reaction. What do you think? Why it is so important?
ऑक्सीजन रिलीज करते हैं फोटोसिंथेसिस के टाइम पे.
Okay, that is the one thing. और अगर मैंने सबको ऑक्सीजन के सिलेंडर्स प्रोवाइड कर दिए, आई सेड नाउ देयर इज नो नीड ऑफ फोटोसिंथेसिस, तो वो चलेगा क्या?
नहीं, उसमें ज्यादा मैन पावर लगता है, एनर्जी भी ज्यादा.
हाँ, फॉरगेट अबाउट दैट, वो सब मेरा लुकआउट है, मैं मैन पावर पैसा वैसा सब लगा दूंगा. बट माय क्वेश्चन इज इफ आई कुड प्रोवाइड यू सिंथेटिक ऑक्सीजन बाय सिलेंडर्स, तो अगर प्लांट्स का फोटोसिंथेसिस स्टॉप कर दिया, प्लांट्स को काट दिया, सो विल दैट वर्क?
नो.
व्हाई?
ग्लूकोज भी देते हैं.
ओके, ग्लूकोज भी देते हैं. तो मैंने सबको
सर एनिमल्स रहते हैं जो प्लांट के ऊपर डिपेंड रहते हैं.
ओके, दैट इज वन इम्पोर्टेंट पॉइंट. ग्लूकोज इज आल्सो इम्पोर्टेंट पॉइंट. और क्या तुम्हें पता है, और क्या लगता है? ओके, सो यही सब हम लोग पढ़ेंगे. दैट्स फाइन. At this point, if you just know what is photosynthesis and you are just okay with that, it is important process. अगर इतना भी तुम जानते हो, so I think that is fine. So now we will learn in detail what is it and how the actual process happens. Actually, I could not hear what Nikita has said. So Nikita, can you please repeat the definition again? Whatever you had said earlier.
Photosynthesis is the process by which green plants synthesize their food by using sunlight.
Okay. So Nikita has very clearly said 3 important keywords you can take: food, green plant, and solar energy. So now the entire chapter actually बोलते ना घूम रहा है around all these 3 important terms. बोलने के लिए it sounds very easy. Green plants, solar energy को convert कर रहे हैं और food बना रहे हैं. But when we go actually as a mechanism point of view, it is something very complex mechanism. Okay, and we will try to understand exactly how this particular mechanism is working. क्या होता है, कैसे होता है और क्यों होता है. So these are the 3 important questions we will ask at every point at this particular chapter. And at any point if you feel that you are not able to understand, it's going bouncer या फिर बहुत ज़्यादा depth biology हो रहा है, whatever it is, just unmute and speak up. Okay, so with this I will begin with the intro of the chapter. Now almost तुम लोगों ने important points सब बता ही दिए हैं, but in general, so if you can see this particular picture, यहाँ पे मुझे एक सन दिख रहा है, one plant. Okay, then there is a soil and a particular atmosphere. Okay, air we can say in general. So what we can see here कि यहाँ पे air में carbon dioxide है, it is taking up energy, like solar energy is coming in the picture, और जो soil है उसके through plant water ले रहा है. So water and the carbon dioxide are actually present as a raw material in this particular plant. Okay, so using this particular raw material and the important pigment known as chlorophyll, which actually gives this green coloration to the plant, thus plants can take up the solar energy and convert it into the complex carbohydrate, like I won't say complex, but a polymeric, but a more advanced layer of biomolecules, I would say, that is, or organic molecule we can say, that is glucose. Okay, so the entire picture actually shows the process of photosynthesis. Okay, in a simple way you can see carbon dioxide aa raha hai, water aa raha hai, sunlight hai, and oxygen is released out, as you had said. That's why we can say photosynthesis is one of the important process, because it is giving out the oxygen, and which is very much important for us, for our survival. Okay, so we can say in general this is the only process. Okay, I'm highlighting this, it is the only process on earth by which now the solar energy is actually taken up by plants and converted into food. Okay, then it is actually the only reaction which is not dependent on any kind of like कुछ भी हो, like monsoon, summer, winter, whatever it is, like any season, कुछ भी condition होगा, this will never get interfere. मतलब okay, कुछ there are factors which actually can affect it, but ऐसा कभी नहीं होगा कि the process will stop completely. No, sometimes it can be, मतलब कभी बहुत ज़्यादा fast होगा, कभी slow होगा. There may be differences in the rate at which the process happens, but it will never happen that कि वो completely stop हो गया. The moment photosynthesis stop, the second moment the entire world will get over, because ultimately we all are dependent on this particular process. Okay, जैसे तुम लोगों ने बोला, we all are a part of a food chain and we all know what are the plants कौन सा component है food chain का?
प्राइमरी
क्या प्राइमरी? Producers, yeah, so they are producers. So there is no substitute or alternative as such. अभी तक तो हमारे पास कुछ भी ऐसा नहीं है कि जो इसको हम लोग replace कर सके. So plants are producers. They are actually the one on which the entire system is dependent. फिर उसके बाद आते हैं primary consumers, secondary consumers, then carnivores, decomposers and all. वो सब है. But plants का role is most important. So as I mentioned, they are doing this particular specific anabolic reaction known as photosynthesis, which is defined as synthesis of carbohydrates, which is mainly glucose, okay, from inorganic materials such as carbon dioxide and water, with the help of solar energy that is trapped by the chlorophyll pigment. So when I talk about the photosynthesis reaction, I need to keep in mind कि यहाँ पे क्या हो रहा है use, as a raw material there is a water and carbon dioxide, which are a inorganic material or inorganic molecules, which are actually converted into organic material, that is a carbohydrate, mainly glucose, C6H12O6, in a presence of light and a chlorophyll pigment. Okay, so अभी exactly you will say कि light का क्या role है, chlorophyll का क्या role है, क्यों हो रहा है. At this moment, just keep in mind, without light and without chlorophyll, the reaction will not take place. Okay, now how chlorophyll is enhancing the reaction, how light is playing a role over here, ये सब हम लोग डिस्कस करेंगे स्टेप वाइज मैनर में, जैसे हम लोग आगे चैप्टर स्टार्ट करेंगे. Okay, for now this is a definition you need to keep in mind, which is very simple, I think, and I will suggest that now please start noting down things, because this chapter is not really an easy chapter. I don't want to scare any of you, like डराना नहीं चाहता हूँ, but yeah, it requires थोड़ा extra efforts because थोड़ा biochemistry आ जाता है इसमें. Okay, so if I want to represent this particular reaction in a like a typical chemical format, so how will I show it? You can see यहाँ पे 6CO2 12H2O is giving me C6H12O6, that is a glucose, with the release of oxygen molecule and water molecules. This water will can again be taken up by plants, like ultimately it will get recycled only. Okay, so that's why it is very important process, and it is one of the most important and the massive chemical reaction going on. मतलब जितना ज़्यादा ये reaction हो रहा है शायद कोई और reaction नहीं हो रहा है पूरी दुनिया में. Photosynthesis is the most important and the massive one. Okay, so as I mentioned, reaction करना है तो raw material चाहिए. Raw material क्या है यहाँ पे? Carbon dioxide and water. तो water तो हम लोग बोल सकते थे कि there are a lot of water systems like rivers, lakes, ponds, and many other things, like, and even the groundwater levels are there. So soil can be a good source जहाँ से पानी actually transport हो सकता है to the particular plant. But then what about carbon dioxide? ये कहाँ से आता है? So carbon dioxide, when we see, there are two important sources of carbon dioxide. One, we all know carbon dioxide is present in a atmosphere. So what is its composition or contribution, I would say. So it is just 0.03%. Please note it down. This can be a question for MCQ. The concentration of carbon dioxide in atmosphere. It is just 0.03% by volume, which actually makes, अगर हम typical value में convert करें, so that is the 2200 billion tons. इतना atmosphere रहता है, इतना carbon dioxide होता है in atmosphere. Sorry. The another important source is oceans. Now you will say how oceans. So oceans, we all know Earth the maximum surface is covered up by the ocean. Okay, and this ocean actually contains a lot of dissolved gases and also carbonates, which actually acts as a source of carbon dioxide. And it was noted that the amount of carbon dioxide which is present in a form of these dissolved gases and carbonates in a oceans is about 50 times of that of the atmospheric carbon dioxide. So you can see the amount of carbon dioxide present in a nature. So if you can see, this is a natural process. Okay, so that's why the amount which is present in atmosphere or in ocean, that is normal. That is not really any harmful as such. But nowadays we are facing a major problem of global warming and all. Q, because now we are started to disturb this particular balance. It is fixed. Okay, ये अर्थ है, अर्थ के लिए 0.03% कार्बन डाइऑक्साइड हवा में एटमॉस्फेयर में चाहिए and उसके ज्यादा ओशंस में चाहिए and everything is working fine. But what we are doing, we are contributing by some other way, जिसकी वजह से ये कार्बन डाइऑक्साइड का लेवल बढ़ते जा रहा है. ओके, कार्बन डाइऑक्साइड का लेवल बढ़ रहा है, फाइन, बट जो बढ़ रहा है उसको अगर यूटिलाइज भी तो करना पड़ेगा, तब जाके तो वो बैलेंस बनेगा. So that is not happening and that's why we are facing a lot of climate changes and environmental issues. So how actually this carbon dioxide is utilized? So we call this process as a carbon fixation. तो जैसे कि तुम लोगों ने ही बताया कि there is a synthesis of glucose by the process of photosynthesis. तो this particular reaction यहाँ पे actually हम लोग कार्बन डाइऑक्साइड से ग्लूकोज बनाते हैं, that is called as a carbon fixation. Okay, and it is noted that from the statistic which is available that the amount of carbon fixed every year is around 70 billion. Okay, so and the second, as I mentioned, the second important component is water. So जब carbon dioxide water रहेगा, the plants can perform the particular reaction in the presence of sunlight and chlorophyll, and they will produce their own food. Because of this property, plants are called as what? The ones which make their own food.
Autotrophs.
Yeah, that's why they are called as autotrophs. And this is an important chemical reaction. Please note it down and try to understand this reaction. तुम्हें क्या याद रखना है? CO2H2O, glucose, O2H2. बाकी तुम लोग का बैलेंस तुम लोग खुद से भी, if you are well good, like you are able to do it, you can do it without any rectifying or muggifying thing. So तुम लोग को सिर्फ पढ़ना है और तुम लोग खुद से भी उसको कर सकते हो बैलेंस. Okay, but the reaction should be properly balanced. अगर तुम लोगों ने यहाँ पे 6 के जगह 5 में लिख दिया तो पूरा का पूरा 0 मिलेगा. So be very careful and try to understand the reaction. Okay. Now, whenever I say photosynthesis, one important component is there, and that is chloroplast. Okay, so I think when I tell you about chloroplast, तुम लोग मुझे बताओ what is chloroplast, because we already have studied the things about chloroplast in this chapter. Structure of, yeah, cell structure. So tell me, what is chloroplast and why it is important?
Pigment.
Pigment? Yes, Sharon, I could not.
Pigments रहते क्लोरोफिल, क्लोरोफिल ए, क्लोरोफिल बी, क्लोरोफिल सी, क्लोरोफिल डी, और उसके अलावा फुकोजेंटिन, फाइकोएरिथ्रिन रहते हैं.
ठीक है, ये तो एक पार्ट होगा, पिगमेंट रहते हैं, बट व्हाई क्लोरोप्लास्ट, व्हाई इट इज इंपॉर्टेंट, उसका स्ट्रक्चर क्या है, वो कौन से प्लांट्स में प्रेजेंट रहता है?
वो ग्रीन पिगमेंट देते हैं.
हाँ, तो वो तो समझ गया मैं, ग्रीन पिगमेंट देते हैं, बिकॉज़ तुमने इतना बड़ा लिस्ट बता दिया, उसमें से क्लोरोफिल इज अ कैटेगरी व्हिच गिव्स इट्स ग्रीन कलर. अग्री, बट व्हाट इज क्लोरोप्लास्ट? Anyone else? What is chloroplast?
Plastids.
Okay, plastids, very good. What is the role of this plastid? क्या क्यों होते हैं plastids? What are different types of plastids?
Leucoplast, chromoplast,
Okay, now
chloroplast.
yeah, sure. Now wait. Now someone else tell me what is leucoplast?
which do not contain any pigment.
Yeah, very good, Nikita. What is chromoplast?
Contain pigment
Contain-
like carotene.
Very good, Mayuresh. And what is chloroplast? The ones which actually contains the chlorophyll. Okay. So what is the role of leucoplast? अगर वो color, अगर वो pigmented नहीं है, colorless है, तो उनका काम क्या है यहाँ पे? What? Why are-
Storage of nutrients.
Very good. Okay. So you are correct. Chloroplast is one of the important organelle which is present in plants. Okay. It is mainly located into the mesophyll cells of leaves. Okay. एंड ये जो हम लोग बात कर रहे हैं रॉ मटेरियल कार्बन डाइऑक्साइड वाटर ये सब फाइनली इनका जो कन्वर्जन होता है ये सब कहाँ पे होगा क्लोरोप्लास्ट दैट्स व्हाई वी से क्लोरोप्लास्ट इज अ साइट फॉर फोटोसिंथेसिस प्लीज नोट इट डाउन क्लोरोप्लास्ट इज अ साइट फॉर फोटोसिंथेसिस नाउ यू विल से कि ओके बट सेल तो इतना बड़ा मतलब ओके इवन दो इट्स स्मॉल बट सेल इज अ कॉम्प्लेक्स स्ट्रक्चर तो एटमॉस्फेयर से कार्बन डाइऑक्साइड रूट से पानी जा रहा है वो यहाँ तक पहुंचेगा कैसे? So there is a particular system called as stomata. Okay, so the CO2 will reach the stomata is a particular structure which actually helps in the exchange of gases. तुम लोग का ये चैप्टर हुआ है क्या? Morphology and the anatomy of the plants.
No.
No.
Okay, you will learn the things in that particular chapter. So stomata is particularly a structure present in the leaves जो help करता है in a exchange of gases. So CO2 will reach the chloroplast via stomata, whereas the waters रहते हैं that will reach it to the veins. So we all know plants के पास भी a particular system रहता है. So through which they actually transport the water and food. So even this part, कि वो कैसे transport? So there is something called as xylem, phloem, vascular bundles and all. So you will get to learn about these things in the anatomy and the morphological chapter. Okay, if I see the shape, you can see clearly it is a discoid or the typical lens shape structure. And it is a little bit complex because it is a double membrane structure. There is outer membrane, there is an inner membrane, then there is a intermembrane space as well. Then inside the particular organelle there is a something called as the stroma is present, which is nothing but a matrix-like substance. जिसके अंदर बहुत सारे chemical like enzymes are present. Okay, within this stroma there are a typical column-like structure you can see called as grana. I am not going in detail about the structure because I feel हम लोगों ने already ये structure discuss किया है in that particular chapter. So I will just revise it for you all. Okay, so this grana, which is a singular, there are multiple grana. So the singular is a granum. So there are multiple grana which are present, which is composed of a sac-like structures called as thylakoids, and these thylakoids are actually contains a particular structure called as quantazole, which is a unit of photosynthesis जिसके अंदर होता है. So when I say photosynthesis हो रहा है, it doesn't mean कि वो इसके अंदर कहीं हो रहा है. It is actually happening inside this one thylakoid. Understanding? So that's why see कितना precise है. It's not like कहीं भी कुछ भी हो रहा है. No, already cell इतना छोटा जो आंखों से दिखता भी नहीं है. उसके अंदर ये छोटू सा ऑर्गेनल, उसके अंदर it's a small part जिसके अंदर actually reaction हो रहा है. So that is one thing, and you all know chloroplast contains the DNA. What is the type of DNA present in chloroplast? Is it circular or linear? क्लोरोप्लास्ट का जो डीएनए रहता है, पहले बात तो उसके पास डीएनए रहता है या नहीं रहता?
रहते हैं, सर्कुलर रहते हैं.
सर्कुलर रहता है, उसको क्या बोलते हैं? सर्कुलर डीएनए ऑफ क्लोरोप्लास्ट इज नोन एज ढूंढो, अभी नहीं बताऊंगा, तुम लोग को सब ऐसा स्कोर किया ना, सो दैट इज नॉट अ गुड थिंग एज नाउ, सो नाउ फाइंड इट आउट। ओके, क्या बोलते हैं या फिर उसका क्या रोल रहता है, तो वो कहाँ से आया है, बाय द वे क्यों इसके पास स्पेशल डीएनए है, बाकी किसी के पास तो नहीं रहता है, तो इसके पास क्यों है?
रहता है बाकी
बाकी सबके पास रहता है। So,
माइटोकॉन्ड्रिया के
yeah, mitochondria के पास that I agree. So mitochondria and chloroplast, they are actually a special organelles ना, we all know that, हम लोग ने आगे पहले भी डिस्कस किया, but I can't find any DNA in a Golgi complex or in a endoplasmic reticulum or any other typical organelles other than nucleus. तो वो तुम जरा भी रिवाइज करके आना इन नेक्स्ट क्लास, बिकॉज हमने डिस्कस किया है इन योर सेल स्ट्रक्चर चैप्टर। ओके, सो भूल के चलेगा नहीं बच्चों, अभी तो हम लोग को नीट या फिर एनी लाइक तुम लोग का फाइनल एग्जाम्स एंड दोज आर प्रिपेयरिंग फॉर नीट, उनको वो भी देना है, सो कीप रिवाइजिंग। ओके, ऐसे पूरे पार्ट मतलब you just keep on studying the next chapters and you're tending to forget the previous one, ऐसा नहीं चलेगा। okay, so try to find it out what is the chloroplast DNA, उसी में क्यों रहता है, why it is circular. I want you all to find it out and we can discuss this in the next class. okay, now okay, तो thylakoids तक हम लोग आ गए थे, उसके आगे क्या, so this particular thylakoid is actually the place जहाँ पे reaction होता है, क्यों होता है, because it contains specialized pigments, for example chlorophylls and carotenoids. Okay, we all know chlorophyll is very important, carotenoids are also important, but वो कैसे support करते हैं, that we will see, because carotenoids are not really involved in a photosynthesis reaction like a directly involved, they can support the reaction but they cannot perform। मतलब अगर मेरे पास CO2 water है, light है, और मैंने क्लोरोफिल को निकाल के अगर वहां पे कैरोटीनॉइड डाल दिया तो मुझे ग्लूकोज नहीं मिलेगा, बट अगर मैंने वापस से क्लोरोफिल को डाल दिया कैरोटीनॉइड को निकाल के तो मुझे ग्लूकोज मिलेगा। और अगर मैंने ग्लूकोज और सॉरी अगर मैंने क्लोरोफिल एंड कैरोटीनॉइड दोनों को एक साथ डाल दिया तो मुझे और अच्छा मे बी प्रोसेस मिलेगा। तो दैट इज व्हाट वी आर ट्राइंग टू अंडरस्टैंड हियर कि ऐसा क्यों होता है। तो आई कैन से कैरोटीनॉइड्स इज आल्सो a pigment present in a chloroplast, but it is not really direct, it cannot perform the photosynthesis reaction, rather it can support, so it actually helps in the trapping of energy। so we all know what we are doing, we are trapping the solar energy, तो सिर्फ क्लोरोफिल करेगा तो थोड़ा कम करेगा, राइट, बट अगर उसके सपोर्ट में अगर मैंने और दो लोग लगा दिए तो वो ज्यादा एफिशिएंटली कर सकता है, एंड दैट इज एक्चुअली जॉब ऑफ दिस पर्टिकुलर carotenoids। apart from this energy trapping, there are also few other functions which carotenoids actually performs, that we will discuss in the next slide। okay, so but you need to keep in mind the thylakoids is the place जहाँ पे reaction हो रहा है and it contains the pigments। okay, these pigments actually absorb light of a specific spectrum, so I hope you know light का there is a particular spectrum like व्हाइट लाइट अगर मैं बोलता हूँ तो इट इज मेड अप ऑफ हाउ मेनी कलर्स, yeah, so 7 basically। okay, so we all know there is a particular wavelength at which absorption of particular color happens, मतलब it is actually a typical physics phenomena जैसे हम लोग को पता है वो प्रिज्म वाला वगैरह जैसे। so the light का at a particular wavelength only a particular at a particular wavelength there is a difference in the absorption of a light, so at a, let's say 200 not 200 at a 400 nanometer maybe थोड़ा कम लाइट एब्जॉर्ब होगा, मे बी एट 450 से ज्यादा होगा, so there are differences, ये सब भी हम लोग पढ़ेंगे, it is called as absorption spectra। so in the coming slides I will let you know exactly what does it mean, but for now what you need to keep in mind that the pigments absorbs a light of a specific wavelength। okay, spectrum as in wavelength, And all of these pigments which are present are mainly fat soluble, and they convert the solar energy into ATP and NADPH. What is ATP?
Adenosine
Adenosine
triphosphate.
triphosphate.
Yeah, and any idea what is NADPH? I know you might not be having, but
Nicotinamide adenine diphosphate.
Okay, yeah, that is correct. Nicotinamide adenine diphosphate, NADP, and the H is इसका reduced form रहता है, इसको हम लोग NADPH बोलते हैं. Yeah, that's correct. Very good. So this is just the overall information about the chloroplast. कि उसका location क्या है, उसका shape क्या है, and the structure which we already know, the double membrane structure, stroma, grana, thylakoid, thylakoid के अंदर pigment, and वहां पे होता है photosynthesis. Okay. So if I say वहां पे होता है photosynthesis, that will be a wrong statement from my side. So okay, ये मुझे next lecture में बताना था, but I'm just giving you a rough idea. So when I say photosynthesis, it's not a one-step reaction actually. जबकि हम लोग को reaction जब लिखे हैं यहाँ पे एक line में, that is fine, but actually में ये होता है 2 step में, and it is called as a rather 2 phase में I would say. So one is called as a light phase, and the one is called as a dark phase. Okay, so dark phase या फिर light independent phase. Dark phase का ऐसा मतलब नहीं है कि वो dark नहीं होगा, no, it can happen in light as well, but it does not require light as well. और जो उसका light reaction रहता है, that actually requires light. That's what is called a light phase or a light reaction. तो ये जो ग्राना के अंदर हम लोग जो बात कर रहे हैं कि रिएक्शन हो रहा है थाइलाकॉइड्स वगैरह, यहाँ पे जो रिएक्शन होता है, that is actually a light reaction which is completely dependent on light. Whereas the other reaction, that is a dark reaction which takes place in a stroma of a particular chloroplast. So ये जो मैं तुम लोगों को last slide में बोला था, oxygen fixation. So that particular step a reaction occurs in a stroma of a chloroplast. Okay, don't worry about this thing. ये सब मैं तुम लोगों को अभी idea देने के लिए बोला, because I was saying कि यहाँ पे photosynthesis होगा. So that is not really right statement. I can see यहाँ पे light reaction होगा inside the thylakoid. Okay. So this is one of the important reaction of photosynthesis. So that is all about the chloroplast. Now I want you also, now onwards, what I have started, on every alternate slide or maybe on every slide, you will find a homework one as a yellow box. What you need to do, you need to note it down. Okay, so your homework 1 is like a draw a neat and label diagram of chloroplast. Very important question, और ये पक्का कभी ना कभी तो लोग पूछेंगे. So it's not like you 100% board भी आएगा, no, but it is important. Just take this in our mind. Okay, so note it down. Draw a neat and labeled diagram of chloroplast. Whatever I am giving you as a homework, ऐसा मतलब बड़ा 4-10 पेज का आंसर वाला कुछ नहीं रहेगा. It will be something very small, but I want you all to read and note it down. So maybe in the next class I will ask anyone to talk about it, and I want that person to talk. Okay, so वहाँ पे there should be any kind of excuses कि मैंने नहीं किया है वगैरह. I will not listen. So you have to do whatever is being told in a lecture. So your first homework is draw a neat and labeled diagram of chloroplast. I hope everyone is awake and everyone has noted down the first homework. Yes or no?
Yes.
Yes.
Thank you. Okay, so as we studied the structure of chloroplast, now the second important part, as you all also know, it is just impossible to carry out this particular reaction without the pigments. When I talk about pigments, there are 2 important types of pigments, chlorophylls and carotenoids. Okay, so first we will discuss about chlorophylls. So there are 2 important types of chlorophylls, chlorophyll A and chlorophyll B. There are also other types of chlorophylls which they have not mentioned here, and I will not let you know right now. Rather, that will be your homework too. Okay, so for now we will be focusing on chlorophyll A and chlorophyll B. So chlorophyll A, what is the difference now? A और B में क्या इतना बड़ा difference है? Chlorophyll तो molecule है, सिर्फ A और B. मतलब ऐसा क्या है कि उनको 2 different classes में divide करना पड़े? So when I say chlorophyll A, it is actually having a methyl group at one of the particular valence site, whereas in case of chlorophyll B, at the same time, the methyl group is replaced by the aldehyde group, that's CHO. Okay, but rest all, if you see chemical structure of both chlorophyll A and chlorophyll B, it is almost same, almost not, it is exactly same, except this one difference. So when we say chemically, it includes a head and a tail region. So when we talk about the head of the chlorophyll, it is nothing but the tetrapyrrole, the porphyrin ring. You can see this typical ring-like structure with magnesium in a center. Okay, and a long hydrocarbon tail that is called as a phytol tail, which is attached to this particular porphyrin group. Okay, so you need to keep this in mind. Central में क्या है, magnesium है, बाजू में पूरा porphyrin, like, and it is consist of a porphyrin ring and a phytol tail. बाकी सब दोनों में same है, except this one difference, that is chlorophyll A में there is methyl group, chlorophyll B में there is aldehyde group. Okay, so both of them are equally potential. However, chlorophyll A is a primary pigment which is actually involved in a photosynthesis process. So I hope now you are getting थोड़ा more insights कि जब भी हम लोग बोलते हैं कि okay, पहले हम लोग का ऐसा था कि okay, photosynthesis होता है. Now I am telling you it's just not one word. There are two reactions, light and dark. When पहले हम लोग बोलते थे कि okay, only pigments are involved, but now I am telling you the pigments are also different types. तो पहले chlorophylls and carotenoids. Now chlorophyll में भी A and B, और उसमें भी हम saying कि A is more important than B. So that is how we have to go in more and more details about all these particular terms and the concept. So at the end of this chapter, you will be having the very clear idea exactly क्या होता है. Okay, अभी that typical vague idea जो हम लोग को पहले, I won't say vague, but the broad idea जो हम लोग को था, वो as a foundation पकड़ के we have to develop more and more की, और उसमें details add करने पड़ेंगे और उसको याद भी रखना पड़ेगा. So as I mentioned, all the components, mostly colored pigment, they absorb a light at a particular wavelength. So this particular molecules, chlorophyll A and B, they mostly absorb light in a red and blue region of the spectrum. Now you can say, what do you say about, what do you mean by red and blue region of the spectrum? So as you also had said something like Viplava, the light which is a electromagnetic spectrum is having a particular range. ये हम लोग आगे discuss करेंगे in detail. And this range contains a different wavelength. So let's say from 400 to 700 something होगा. तो particular part of the wavelength जहाँ पे सिर्फ red light absorb होता है, एक particular part जहाँ पे सिर्फ blue light absorb होता है, that kind of thing is there. So we will discuss that also in detail, but in the next part. Let's go stepwise. For now, अपना focus is to understand about the pigment. So what we got to know? Chlorophylls में chlorophyll A and B are major types. A में क्या difference है, B में क्या difference है, and उनका chemical structure क्या करता है. So we know there is a porphyrin ring and a phytol. If they ask you what kind of ion is present, it is magnesium. Please don't get confused between magnesium and manganese. Mg is a magnesium. And what is the code for manganese?
Mn.
Yeah, very good. So people generally mess up in these two elements and पूरा problem create कर देते हैं. तो वैसा नहीं करना. So I hope you understood what is chlorophylls. Now, as I mentioned earlier also, these are just two main types, but there are other types of chlorophylls as well. Okay, which are not maybe that common, but they are present. So that will be your second homework. That is, what are the other types of chlorophyll? So you have to need to find out. I don't expect you to give me structure and all. Just नाम पता करो और वो कहाँ पे present होते हैं वो पता करो. ठीक है? I hope you are noting down the homework thing. So it is, what are the other types of chlorophylls apart from A and B? Done? Okay. Now, as I mentioned, the second type, that is the carotenoids, which is also an important pigment. So this particular pigment, carotenoids, you must have seen, जो भी हम लोग को red, yellow, pink color का दिखता है ना, that is all because of this typical carotenoids. Okay, so they are mainly present in higher plants and also in some microorganisms. Okay, उनका color एक there is a range of color, red, orange, yellow, brown, and even their mixture. Okay, which are mainly found in association with chlorophylls. जैसे मैंने बोला था, सिर्फ करना तो कोई फायदा नहीं है, क्लोरोफिल तो चाहिए ही चाहिए अगर मुझे करना है photosynthesis. So that's why these pigments are always found in association with chlorophyll, because इनका काम क्या है? They will absorb the light from the sun, like they will take up the light energy and they will transfer it to the chlorophyll A. So we can say chlorophyll A is a primary pigment required, and these all carotenoids, xanthophylls, etc. These are the secondary pigments or accessory pigments. Okay, accessory is a more suitable one, जो कि help करते हैं. Okay, so there are two major types of these particular carotenoids, that is the carotenes and xanthophylls. So when I say carotenes and xanthophylls, what is the basic difference? So one is about their color, second is about their chemical composition. Color, when I say carotenes, it is orange and red color mainly, whereas xanthophylls are mostly in a yellowish color. Example of a xanthophyll is a lutein. Please note it down. Example of a xanthophyll is a lutein, L-U-T-I-N. It is a yellow color kind of pigment. Example of carotenes is a beta carotene. I think all of you know what is beta carotene. किसमें रहता है? What is beta carotene? Carotene.
Yes.
So it is present in a carrot, and that's why carrot का color कौन सा रहता है?
Orange.
Orange.
Orange or pinkish, depending on variety, but the range is same. It is mostly red orange range. So another difference is carotenes are made up of only carbon and hydrogen, whereas xanthophylls contains oxygen as well. Okay, so you can see xanthophylls are oxygenated carotenoids, that can be said, whereas carotene does not contain oxygen molecule. That is another important difference between carotene and xanthophyll. So if you want to see the structure, I have put up this image here. So this is a typical beta carotene structure. You can see here C and H you will find. बीच में bond line formula वगैरह है, but कहीं पे भी ऑक्सीजन नहीं दिख रहा है. However, in case of xanthophyll, which is यहाँ पे example लिया है zeaxanthin, you will find there is OH group, hydroxyl group, which is actually incorporating the oxygen in a structure. Okay, and as I mentioned, उनका काम क्या है? They will absorb the light energy and they will transfer it to the chlorophyll A, which can be utilized for the photosynthesis. Okay, and they also absorb light mainly in a violet to blue region of the spectrum. Then I will show you what is spectrum. Okay, but before that, understand कि जो carotenes थे, जो chlorophylls थे, वो कहाँ पे absorb कर रहे थे? Red and blue region of the spectrum. तो जो spectrum है हम लोगों ने उसको divide किया है विबजॉर्क में, रेड, ब्लू, वायलेट वगैरह ऐसे सब में. तो only in a particular range a particular pigment can absorb a maximum light. Okay, so these particular carotenoids will absorb primarily in a violet to blue region of a spectrum. Okay, so this is one function they are doing कि वो light energy absorb करके वो pass कर रहे हैं chlorophyll A को. However, I told you there are some other functions as well, which includes photo-oxidation. Okay, so carotenoids actually prevents the photo-oxidation. They can, now what is photo-oxidation? So it is a oxidation which is caused by light. So whenever I say what is oxidation, जहाँ पे मतलब loss of electrons, gain of oxygen, loss of hydrogen, right? Increase in oxidation state. Am I right?
Yes.
Yes.
So जब भी ये सब प्रोसेस हो रहा है under the name of oxidation, क्या होता है? There is a production of free radicals. Do you know what is free radicals?
Yes.
Example ले सकते हो मुझे कोई?
CH3.
Yeah, that is a dot. I got it. Okay, so that is one typical example of organic chemistry. But the same can happen with oxygen also. So oxygen से भी अगर हमने electrons निकाल दिए तो it will form O dot, oxygen radical O2 minus, O3 minus, like that. Okay, and these are called as a, even OH minus and all, these are called as a reactive oxygen species. Okay, it is not mentioned in your book, so you better note it down. It is called as reactive oxygen species, or in short, we call it ROS, ROS, ROS. And these reactive oxygen species are so reactive. The name itself is reactive, right? So it will start damaging the other systems. So वो enzyme को damage करेंगे, proteins को damage करेंगे, cell organelles को damage करेंगे. तो ऐसा ना हो, इसलिए carotenoids are present in every cells, and that's why we also always recommended to eat more of like tomatoes, carrots, and many such kind of fruits जिसमें carotenoids का amount will be ज़्यादा, so that we will get sufficient amount of this kind of pigment, and it will help us to prevent the photooxidation. So this actually prevent the photooxidation and protect the chlorophyll pigment as well, so that the process of the photosynthesis will carry out smoothly without any kind of issues. Okay, so this is all about the two important pigments which are mentioned here, that is chlorophylls and carotenoids. Now there is a homework 3 for you, that is tomatoes, carrots, chilies are red in color. And obviously अगर वो red in color है मतलब उनके पास कोई ना कोई pigment तो present होगा ही. So now you need to find out what are these pigments which are present in a tomatoes, carrot and chilies. Okay, is this particular question is clear to everyone? कोई doubt, कुछ पूछना है, कुछ बताना है या नहीं समझ रहा है ऐसा कुछ अभी तक? Did you get the question? क्या ढूंढना है तुम लोग को? Yes, no, कुछ हुआ है क्या तुम लोग? कुछ एक दिन पर्टिकुलर न्यू रूल की किसी को कुछ बोलना नहीं है ड्यूरिंग क्लास और समथिंग, बिकॉज आज तुम लोग बहुत वियर्ड बिहेव कर रहे हो. I'm asking some question. तुम लोग को समझा क्या? What is the question? You need to find out what are the pigment present in tomatoes, carrots and chilies. Is it clear? Yes or no?
Yes.
Yeah. तो इतना सिर्फ yes word बोलने में how have taken 10 minutes. And my screen was not visible or what? Is it visible, right? Hello?
Yes.
Okay, because now I got one notification that your screen is now visible. So that's why I was thinking कि last 1 घंटे से मैं सिर्फ ऐसे ही बोलते जा रहा हूँ, तुम लोग पता नहीं क्या कर रहे हैं. So I hope my screen was visible and you could see the screen and whatever was written on that with the slides. So this is your third homework for a day, that you need to find out the pigment. So with this we have finished 3 important part of this particular chapter, which is the introduction part. First, what is photosynthesis? Second, the site of photosynthesis, that is chloroplast structure. And third one, the pigments which are involved in a photosynthesis, that is chlorophylls and carotenoids. In these 3 topics, I have given you 3 questions to do a homework. And when I am saying do a homework, you need to actually write it down in your book. Okay, so don't be like कि पढ़ा है फिर मैं भूल मतलब बता दूंगा, नोट डाउन कहीं मोबाइल पे व्हाट्सएप पे टेक्स्ट चैट करके रखा है वगैरह. नो, you need to write it down very properly in your book. So I hope I'm very much clear, and I might ask anyone to share the screen and show me. See, I don't want to do all this thing. हम लोग अभी केजी में नहीं है, but this is something which is important, and that's why I'm doing this. I hope you understand, because इससे पहले हमने ये नहीं किया है, but यहाँ पे जरूरत है तो करना पड़ेगा. Okay, I hope I'm clear. Before starting the next part, that is nature of light. Okay, I will start it, but I will not complete it today because I have some work at 3:30. So we have to finish before that. Okay, so tell me, what do you know about light? What is the nature of light? What is light?
Light is an electromagnetic radiation.
Very good. It is an electromagnetic radiation. And क्या है फिर? What is the type of radiation? वो कौन से फॉर्म में? पार्टिकल में है, वेव में है,
So दोनों भी है ना, दोनों भी possess करता है.
Dual nature.
Yeah, very good. So someone just said dual nature. तो किसने बोला? I'm sorry, I could not see. कौन था वो? Yeah, Darshana. Tell me, Darshana, what is dual nature?
सर वो वेव भी जैसा बिहेव करता है और पार्टिकल जैसा भी.
हाँ, so there are two theories, right? So can you please tell me क्या है दोनों theory का basis? One is like corpuscular theory, I think, and the another is a wave theory. So corpuscular theory or quantum theory. So uska is like it can be in a form of particles as well, and the second is like it can be in a form of wave as well.
Wave. Yes.
Yeah. So that is one important point about the light. Right? It is an electromagnetic radiation, and it follows the dual nature. So it can be according to quantum theory, it travels in a form of tiny particles called as photons, and each photon contains a quantum of light. Whereas the second theory, which is called as wave theory, says that the light travels in a form of wave of different wavelengths having a different colors. Okay, so this particular thing, that light is in a form of wave and it travels to different wavelengths having different colors, it actually gives a picture of about a particular area of an electromagnetic spectrum. So when I say electromagnetic spectrum or radiation, it's just not about एक ही type का. There are multiple types of light which are present there. One of such type is a visible light, which actually includes the light of different wavelengths. Okay, which is actually ranging from 390 nanometer to 730 nanometer. So actually this particular जो numbers दे ना 390 and 730, you will find variety. Like sometimes people write it 400 to 800 as well. Some people write it 350 or 360 to 750 as well. So there are multiple variations, but okay, 390 to 730 is also fine. And this is called as a visible range of a light. क्या बोलते हैं उसको हम लोग? Visible range of a light, the light which can be seen by us. अपने आंखों से दिख जाता है वैसा light. That's why visible light, which is composed of 7 different colors. This is Vibgyor. Okay, and this one particular visible range is actually present between the two different types of light spectrum, that is the ultraviolet and the infrared. Okay, so now before going into a spectrum thing, which I want to explain in detail, I don't want to continue today, so we will stop here. It's 3:30, I think. Yeah. So any doubts, any questions if you are having, please note it down. I would like to explain those in the next class, which is tomorrow morning. And please solve the homework questions. If you are not getting the answers, let me know in tomorrow morning. Okay. So anything else you want to tell? Anything else you want to ask right now? If no, then I will be stopping here. Thank you so much. Have a nice day.